before rap song, and certain things. I feel like I know dancehall artists I sing slackness. And I sing certain things, Father. So why now you don't want to put ban on certain thing? You don't want to stop the youth them, alright. So much youth a break out after a banging song them now. So much youth I get a break. People love them, people are listening, people love his style, the new wave. And you go ban that? What make you go ban that for? Why you ban that? Why you ban that? Me see an artist named Valiant now just come out. You see me? Catchy at a lie, rich a lie. Just forward out. Boom, get him first to it song. Boom, second song. And then you go ban them type of song there. So how youth are going to eat? How man like we are going to eat food? With the politician. I say. You would say, what? Bong check in our account and sitting. And back of class now have no subject and sitting. And then you are talk about that in the parliament. As a parent, I say, your son. Oh, your son have YouTube when me have. A kids YouTube your son for have. Kids YouTube, that's why it make. Parental guide on the TV, them that's why they make. So how now make it look like a me? I call certain thing. Oh, Uno, I no good parents, my fam. Uno is not no good parents, my fam.
Yes. Welcome to Ropes Podcast for another dancehall reasoning and life journey. And this morning, we have in the house the artist from Wayne, Spanish Town. He goes by the name Nervz.
Yeah.
Nervz, welcome to the program.
Morning, my father.
So, boy, England is very, very cold today. How you finding the weather, man?
I tell you, England cold, man. Cold. You have to gears them to live them place, yeah, father. Yeah, man. Rough.
Ja. But you know, them always say, if you want good, your nose off a run.
True.
And you come and see it, and you maybe see artists like Skillibeng, Popcorn, and other artists come to England and have thousands of people in their venue. And these are some of the things they have to go through.
True. Yeah, man.
Welcome to the UK. As they say, UK market is one of the hardest market to crack. But when you crack UK market, it's like you make it your home.
Trade. You know that's a holy mission right now.
So welcome again to the UK, sir.
Yes.
So you're in the UK on a promotional tour. How is it going so far?
So far so good, still in there, can't complain. Big up your team, see me, big up management, Hunters, Quantanium. You know what I mean? The tour can be better, but as I say, not complain, you see me?
Alright, with tours, especially promotion tours, lots of e-cups and lots of changes along the line.
Correct.
It's good in a way for a young artist to learn the road and what can happen on the road, and you learn it from an early time in your career. So when you get the big break, you know all the loopholes to fill.
True.
So don't see it as a bad thing.
No, man, never. Never.
And every disappointment, if you get any end along the way, can always turn into something blasphemous.
True.
You understand? But I see you popping up on the social media all over the place, so you seem to have a hit with the ladies fans especially.
Yeah, my girls have love you, Big up the ladies, them seeing me.
Listen, all right. I know you might ask this question hundreds of times. Why choose a name Nervz?
Nervz. Natural thing, man. Natural thing, bro. As me I said, based on which part that I stem from. You see me long time back in high school days. Me and my friend I search for artist name and thing and we did the upstairs in an unfinished building. You see me? And that's how we found the name. You see me, like we get a spliff. You see me? We get a spliff. And take 2 jars for a spliff and we start sweat same time. I said nervous. I said Nervz, where you get a name there from? You see me? Me even answer to your name before I tell him I'm not nervous, you see me? I said, where you get that name there from? can work with that, you know. I say, yeah, and from there, so we just run with it.
So, as you say, you were searching for a name. And which other name come to mind?
I realize they used to call me Slow.
Slew.
Yeah, first person me I tell this.
So somebody else don't care.
Yeah, man, yeah, first person me I tell this. Them used to call me Slow. You see me back in the Kitchen Town area. And me never want to use that as a musician name, you know what I mean? Because Slow means certain thing, you see me, yeah, so. Venture a different name and thing, and you know, I stick with the Nervz. That work, yeah.
Yeah, because some name can hold you back and some name can push you forward because like Nervz, like people gravitate to you. Like, people see you and like you right away and want to be around you because I see you pass through the club. Just to hang out.
True.
And people, you can see the love what people have for you from that feeling.
True.
And it's supposed to make you feel good.
Yeah, you don't know, we are genuine youth, you know, man. Come on, man. We are feel good when we see people that might give you reception what we really need, you know what I mean? Because you don't know, as I say, we are genuine youth, so we not give off no negative energy, you know what I mean? Brawling.
Okay. All right. 3 words to describe Nervz. Confident, positive, and generous. Explain.
Confidence. When I say confidence, you call my name. As I say, I just wake a while ago, I'm reach or something. Brawling operation. You see me, anything at all that we are dealing with, make sure say we get it done. You see me? Anything at all. If I go in front of a crowd with 70,000 people right now, that's what would make me more happier. You see me, so? No joke. Confident, man. I'm confident about the works. Love for me, I do so. You see me? Positive, generous. That's just me being me. Okay. You see me? Uplifting spirit. That's me, I be myself, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Willow Day in high school, Spanish Town. How involved were you in terms of entertainment at school?
Wasn't. But I tried joining a music group and bridging them. But when they tell me something, I can't sing. Still remember that up to now. When they tell me something, I can't sing, why? Still remember that.
So that's what pushed you on.
I got one of them things there. In a real life, I still remember that. When them have a music group, think about 4 or 5 of them in it. And through one of my friends them in a group.
Pain a follow me round like my shadow. Heart empty, feeling hollow. Pain and sorrow. Them road and not straight and narrow. Scary like arrow.
Now me hear them, you know, a Christian school, me hear them a sing this bag of Jesus song. And I say, yo, I love for join a group because them sound good. That's when I deal with them. I have a big voice, I have a bass voice, so I don't like me that go be a lead singer and all that thing. My boy, they embarrass me, bro, you know what I mean? So I just top of a thing one time and we are different. This is a dancehall music, mad.
So where that group now? You heard anything about them no more?
Sorry for them, you know.
Do you see them around?
No.
Okay. Why did you choose music apart from any other career where you could have had?
As I say, I just love. I just love feet, you know what I mean? I love music with a passion.
Okay, most youth growing up in Jamaica, especially coming from the deprived areas, they see music as a getaway. Was it that for you?
No, in a ropes, because what I go now, I'm a youth with bachelor's degree in business administration, you know. You understand? So, I could have gone in a Banga work as an accountant and them thing they do the whole of millions them and them thing there. But as I say, I just the love for the music and the people, you know what I mean? Yes, I'm like, listen to songs where make me feel good, uplift my spirit and them thing there. So, me you know, say I have people out there, we are search for music like that for uplift for them spirit and them thing there. And every artist offer that. That's what I deal with. So, I just there filling that space to now for people. Them.
Okay, congratulations on your bachelor degree and welcome to the club. Your inspiration comes from a few things, but God is the bigger and the greatest of all. How spiritual are you inclined?
As me as I used to go to this Christian institution, Christian high school. Never baptized still, but as long as I believe I God, you know what I mean? Everything I pray before we do everything, you know what I mean? Yeah, right now we're there UK and Almighty make that possible, you see me? Straight.
Okay, 3 years now since you have taken a different stand in the music industry. How was that journey been so far?
Journey nice, man. Entertaining, nice. Nice. So, me can advise any you who want the music, just stay confident and push. Because at one point in my career, it was like this. You see me? And then at the next point, it just arise. Just arise rapidly. So, and because we're confident and believe, you understand? So, I can tell any youth, say, if this you love and want to do, just believe in yourself and push for it. You see me?
Okay. Spain forward from Spanish Town. And Spain is hot at the moment, right? Touring the world. But you seems to be the name on everybody's lip right now, because people from Kids in Town, you have Juna Barber, you have this police guy.
I'm a pitness still no father. I'm a youth like that. You see me, before him blow up on him team, stay some boops and walk off and turn them back and go and do them own thing. It was one thing. You see me, I deal with it was one thing. So when the people them run with my thing now, them just want my time now, just my time now, them want give me a chance now. You see me, I deal with brawling car. Him done them thing now, him fuck up the world and them thing, I love that. You see me?
Good.
Yeah, my father.
Good, because what we was trying to say to you, like even though Spain was hot, but you was the name that everybody lips. Everybody said, look, listen out for Nervz, listen out for Nervz.
So that's the year, man. I say, everybody them give them chance, you know, and them want me get mine now. You see me, I deal with. So I'm grateful for that. You see me, I deal with.
Everyone have their perspective on what good music is. What is yours?
Good music, uplifting the soul, soul food. That's good music.
Okay.
Music will make you feel good, uplift your spirit. You know, this morning you wake up, for instance, or this morning you wake up tired and drained. You see me? Next thing me can do right now, I just go listen to some Jamila, you know, some Labas. Right now I'm going easy and relax myself and make me feel better, you know what I mean?
Okay. Do you meditate to your own music?
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man.
Okay. Which music, if I want to just sit back and relax, which one of your music would you recommend to me?
I would recommend a mixtape to you called Street College. Street College. You can sit back and relax and meditate. They also know can hold a nice little vibe and nothing too, just energy. I understand? Meditation settings.
How important are your musical fans to you?
Fans are my life still in the father. Without the fans we are nothing. You know what I mean? So big up all our fans them.
Okay. And how would you describe the music you create?
My type of music, I would say, as I said before, soul food and hustling anthems. You understand? Represent for hustler, them youth, them we a sell bag juice, we a wipe car glass. You see me, we up on the roadside, I try to make a food for carrying for them family, eat a piece of food, you know what I mean? So, would I describe my music them as hustling anthems, soul food.
Okay. All right. Do you write music from your personal feelings or from things what are happening around you?
Both. Both.
Okay. Pain and Sorrow, one of your songs. How would you describe the content of this song?
Pain and sorrow now, as I say, more time I go through a phase in my life where even your closest brethren not see it sometime and can't help you when them see it sometime. You understand? Pain and sorrow are one of them songs the way. You know, youths them go through a phase where in a life where we just make them know, so watch them we know say journey hard. But you can't give up. You can't give up because the table will turn one day, you know what I mean?
Okay, I see where you aspire to be like the great Bob Marley. What do you think will take you to that level?
that level, you know, positiveness, being real, being myself. That's what I deal with. I love and respect my people, them. That's it.
Do you think Bob Marley was a prophet? And if yes, why?
Bob Marley was a man like myself, yeah, man. Feed the people in his soul. That's what I say.
So you don't
I wouldn't
think
say he was a prophet. I wouldn't say he was a prophet. Papa, the only prophet we know.
Yeah, but most of the things he sing then is happening now.
No, because him know. I'm not prophesying. I'm not prophesying.
So how would you know something what gonna happen?
Because you see people them a run themselves to wreck. You must know, say, all right then. Popsy get up every day. Popsy smoke 2 pack of cigarette every day. And drink white rum something. Next 5 years, you cannot do that to your father. So I see Bob Marley say, I know, say, yo, foolishness are going on, you know, man. Yeah.
Okay. Do you pay attention to what's going on in dancehall now? All the negative feedbacks and things, what's happening in dancehall, do you pay attention to that?
In terms of what?
In terms of chappa lifestyle, the banning of the music, do you pay attention to it?
What am I doing, father? Nah, affect me, you know. Am I right, you know? Straight.
In what way it don't affect you?
Nah, affect me because at the end of the day, I'm a natural musician. I have my fans them for sing for them, please, you know what I mean? And them me a please. So I can ban chop song and them thing they all know and do it. I have to please my people and my listeners.
Brawling, you hear that? Ish. Brawling, money I grow like farming. Pocketing down like awning. Chopper skull and rich in a one morning. You know here, brawling.
I understand that them a put food on my table. You see me, so for that them 1 year I go sing it for them. But now I tell us he's a chappa artist. You see me? Now I tell her that.
But you sing chappa
But
song.
we sing chappa song, we sing hustling anthems. Some me call them. You see me? Sing them type of music there to make the people them know. Say, yeah man, rich is real, man, rich is right. Rich is life. And riches and wealth we want to no deal with. You see me?
Okay, as a young artist, and when you sit back in Jamaica and you maybe see on TV, you see Skeleton with 60,000 people and other artists, Sean Paul and things. And then when you really check the growth of dancehall is lagging behind other music, which dancehall is the originator for 90% of these music nowadays. What do you think is the cause of that?
Togetherness. Dancehall, the industry is not together. You understand? Be a mind game a play in the industry. Be a man act like say them have control of business. Be a man go like say them a gatekeeper. You see me I say? Be a man act like say I just slackness I go and make the industry no bigger and better for me. You understand? Cause man want hold on pan what them feel like them have. Cut out that man, bigger and serious now, man. The youth them want a chance, man. As I say, youth them have family for feed too. Same like how I can go to books and look on the international scene. And see some little young artists, young rappers. Bam, you have a youth what they now named Nervz from America. You see me? And the problem don't know him, but the dog do a tune what they blow up and thing. Just like that, life change. Me see, we have, as you say you mentioned, Skeng. Youth blow up, I hardly see things happen. Dancehall artists, them, I don't see them own nothing, have nothing much. Be a whole car. You see me? Man probably even have a house and them thing there, bro. Man, them a hold on the gate them too much, bro. And then again now, my artists, them don't know the business side of the music. You understand? So that kind of help fuck up the thing too, bro. You see me I deal with fam? Yeah, bro.
Wow.
A whole heap of thing, man. We see it, but we just not talk, you know?
So, all right, when you say, like, gatekeeper, who are the gatekeepers?
Nobody are no gatekeeper. Because I'm on a security guard. Yeah, bro.
So why does dancehall can't go through? Because when you listen to Afrobeat, you hear dancehall, and
You listen to Spanish song them.
and you hear dancehall in Afrobeat, and you hear calypso in Afrobeat. So it's a merge with both the Caribbean music, and they can get their own platform. Why can't dancehall get their own platform?
As I just say.
Is the government fighting dancehall?
You feel like the government to fight dancehall, Popsy? Yeah. Because in a real life now, say something. You listen to rap song them and some other man song, alright. Before rap song, and certain things. I feel like I know dancehall artists I sing slackness. And I sing certain things for that. So why now you don't want to put ban on certain thing? You don't want to stop the youth them, alright. So much youth a break out after a banging song them now. So much youth I get a break. People love them, people are listening, people love his style, the new wave. And you go ban that? What make you go ban that for? Why you ban that? Why you ban that? Me see an artist named Valiant now just come out. You see me? Catchy at a lie, rich a lie. Just forward out. Boom, get him first to it song. Boom, second song. And then you go ban them type of song there. So how youth are going to eat? How man like we are going to eat food?
So you think that the government then really have a vendetta against young artists or artists in general?
Artists in general, man, because party can't keep a yard. Only show me to keep a yard no father. I must see some festival they and sting, you know. A whole heap of great event them I used to grow come see. I keep a jam fest them, this, that, rebel salute, this, that, be a big show, dance, road dance. What of them they are cut out father, how comes? How comes? Them a fight the thing, bro. It don't look good, fam. It don't look good, bro.
Okay, dancehall been playing a big part in poor people life in Jamaica from ever since it started. It's always a rebel music, a hustling, put food on your table, it's feed the community. Do you think the government feel left out because they can't control the youths no more, so they try to ban the artists them from being the voice of the people?
Well, you split justice though, no father. Big woman thing. Right? Government have what them have already done. They in the road with them for they already done. Them life set already done. Then if youth them alright done, youth a got college, youth a got prep school, youth a got primary school, family good, wife have good food for come prepare for put on my table, right? That's all. Them life set. Youths like we know we are trying to rise up for set our thing. You don't feel like we deserve a chance?
Sure.
Split justice, no man. We deserve a chance to do that. And not everybody will come boom and get degree in a fam. First thing, and not everybody can get degree. You know why? College is something you have to pay for. And hey, all we have money for do that cause. So when you them find a way out from, don't fight you them father, man. Make you them eat food, man. Make you them eat food, man.
Okay. Leng say that this year Sting is for the youth. How do you feel about it? Are you going to be appearing on Sting?
Yeah, we book for Sting and I feel good about that. Big up Mr. Leng, see me. Mr. Leng, them I believe I youths them. So me I say, him say Sting I feel youths them this year. I like that. I like that. Him only I try to build the young youth them.
Okay, all right. Do you think that it is genuine or an opportunity?
It's an opportunity for me. You understand? It's a platform, a new platform for me. The way you know, say, yeah, me I look forward for working and shell down the place and thing. So me I deal with some, I know say it's an opportunity for all the young artists them right now. Like myself, you see me? True.
Okay. It's true. All right. Artists, like the veteran artists them, have a way of criticizing the young artists instead of taking them under their wings and show them certain things. They fight against chap dancehall, but chap dancehall is doing so well. When you see young artists coming to England and going to Europe and going to America and pulling out stadium. And if it was a bad thing The young people would
wasn't,
gravitate
yeah.
to it. So, do you think that is a form of jealousy again in the industry to hold back young artists?
Jealousy, yes. All of them never used to get them love, yeah.
Yeah, but they get their opportunity.
Them get them opportunity.
Beanie Man come here last week and got 4,000 people.
You
with
see,
him.
love what we are get right now as young artists, bro. And then we have the media. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Back in the days, maybe them feel like so them would have to work extra miles, and one bag of thing them would have to do forget it. Me nah say, we not have to do that forget it too, you know. Because me and youth have been in the streets before we know how to deal with social media. You see me? So I've been a DJ, I got a party, I got a street dance, I try to bust myself, save me along here. But when you see this happen now, and the youth, them are, the thing that's a spring off so easy, mad. People from way over England, right, that's how they know, can hear the song them without even radio promotion. That's good, so I feel like a jealousy, bro. You see me? I feel like see them must say we get it too easy.
Okay. The next question. Dancers play a vital part in artist career.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't dancers get credit?
Channel. Can't answer that question, like I really don't know, but
As an artist,
them in a real life, dancer them deserve more credit for real.
as an artist and a writer, producer, your legacy is set. But a dancer just dance and go home. He got nothing to look. If he dances sick, maybe you have to throw a charity to something for him. And so why don't the dancers get incorporated into the creative art of his dancing with the artist?
As I say, I'll come back down to your business again, because I don't know, dancer them deserve more love still, but when I say come down to your business now, the business side, I feel like say if a dancer them take a thing serious and do it like how the artists them do it, like we have a team, manage your thing properly, you see me? I know say your bookings and proper business them do. Maybe that would help them more.
Yeah, but if a dancer start to do that, an artist maybe don't want to work with the dancers because he know that he have to give him royalties and things like that.
I don't necessarily say royalties, but one day forget what they deserve to, bro. And I have to be royalties, you know. As me I say, and I have to be royalties, but maybe there's a way where dancers forget royalty when I don't know about.
But there's no pension in music.
Is
So
it?
it have to be royalty.
So-
Royalty is the only pension.
You them deserve a chance, bro. You them deserve a chance, because I know I know only a talented young dancer. You see me?
So would you change that narrative?
I mean, man, that's why I tell you, say you them for just focus. So get to the management team started, bro. Get to the thing together, bro. You see me? I know say you know, just go jump around and just go dance, you know. You see me? I deal with the bookings and anything the way I deal with it straight. Artists want to know if you dance in a video, bro, make them chat to the manager team and chat to the team and put it together. And you know, so watch now a little penny come in, you know, so my family, my daughter can eat and my son can eat, you know. You see me? I deal with father. I don't know, free business are going on and getting it done.
All right, let's take our first break. Yeah, welcome back. Nervz is still here. Still find the cool. So you find the studio, Nervz?
Wow, man, the place nice, man. Yeah.
Okay, while we're talking about dancers, there's a next topic that really bothered me, and it's bothered me for a while. And I don't know, as a young artist, if you see the outlook of dancehall. Sound system normally be the brain for dancehall to promote artists around the world. And the sound clashes and fewer sound clashes because the selectors or the soundman cannot afford dub plates no more. And you find people with money like the Chinese them and the white people them, and the Jamaican sound struggle to buy dub plates. Because you have artists who selling dub plate for £1,000 or $1,000 US, or if you want two of the biggest artists, build themselves from dub plate to the top. And I think that they're killing the industry and they're killing it for young artists because if sound system don't play dub plates of artists, and make the younger sound them hear it, then that's one of the biggest part of an artist's revenue. What do you think about that?
In a real life, I question the sound like a whole heap of things in it at once, you know. But in a real life, I don't know what to say, bro, but see man them a cut out a sound clash thing and them sitting there, bro. I don't see that happen in Jamaica again, bro. When I grew up, I used to say sound a clash against sound. Man, I pack up big truck with beer box in it and, you see me, bad selector on board and, you know, we have to get it dub them together, cause watch I go around this, I go ram up tonight and we have to go shell down there, we have to go murder that sound there. And big revenue, big money thing for both selector and artists. You know, when the sound at half of the works, you understand, them I get them dub plate. Man, them I cut out that. So when them cut out that now, what you think I got them to we as artists? Who we are going to dub for? Man, them I try box the food off of a table, bro. And that me not like, bro. Man, them I cut out there. The man, them I box the food off of you, them table, bro. Big woman thing, fam. And that me see I go on in our business, bro. That me see it happen. I dub plate for your cut right through. You see me? Sound clash for you go on. A foreign me see sound clash I go on now. Which part me see sound clash for there? Somewhere in New York.
Yeah,
you know long me not hear about sound clash of Jamaica?
The last sound clash was at Sumfest.
And I went that further.
That's from summer.
You know, long, bro. I think Banga them do a sound clash for there too. You see me? But in a real life, them a cut it out and a foolishness that, bro. A foolishness that, fam. You know, man, them a deal with that.
Okay.
Go on.
The younger artists seems like they got to get their head together and push back the narrative on the sound clash because the culture need it.
A part of our culture.
You know, so it's part of our culture and I blame.
Alright then. Now I go back to one of the questions where they asked me now. Like my brain a click to it. Remember you asked me about banning songs and them things there, you know. Gun song and scamming song and rural and whatever them call them, you know. You see me? What kind of song a man them used to sing for sound them get dubbed? Me can come sing about certain things and you come ask me about cut dub plate for you pay for certain things. And Ninja Man them and Bounty Killer them and the rest of great artists them. We are singing griminess from them time there. And them man they are dub king. Name me most food off a dub. What type of song them there? Be a graphic music, father. Be a grimy song. You see me? So now we are do that now. What, we're too young for do it? Man, give you them a break, man.
Oh, you think that they feel like you're gonna get rich like them?
Give you them a break, man. Lego you them, man. Lego my shirt, man. Lego my bumbucklad shirt, man. You them a break, man. Yeah, man. John, our father.
I can see this kind of affect the young artists.
Yeah, man. Give you them a break, man.
They're not getting no support from the
No,
older
man.
artists, them.
Give you them a break, man. Big up all the young artists, them. We are supporting young youth, them same way. You see what I say? Big up all elder artists, them. I even say all. The elder artists, them. We are look out for you, them. You see what I say? Because there's not much out there. It's not much out there. Man a sing song and man a go take talk a phone from a little youth and I tell little youth, say, stop singing type of me. Man. Boy try that with me, say father. Boy try that with me, say dog. And them for low youth them cause man a food we I look for put power table to man. Like for example, you say Beanie Man forward there and get 4,000 people in a venue and thing, right? You see Boom Sunday I keep on the song them a play. Beanie Man claim for say him stand up in an event and all, know him know you wanna feel him song and be chopping. Bro, I know your time now, bro. I know your time now, father. I you them time, a full time now, put food on our family table now, bro. It's not your time now, bro. You still have your fan base and your platform and everything. You understand? Where you know say yeah that I feel nobody can take that from you, King Beanie Man. But when you see a man like me now, we are rise up now and I try to get that platform there, a platform like that for myself and my family and my team, You are take talk a phone and say, yo, me never hear you there sitting there, you know, chopping a dance, you see dancer them in the street, you dancer them one dance. Man, go on side.
I can understand that. I can understand that because there was a time when you go to dance when Beanie, just pure Beanie Man playing, and other artists want to get a break and can't get a break. So what should they say?
Modern time now, bro. Modern time. Big up yourself, Beanie Man, same way, but love youth them, man. Youth them time now. Full time now. Brawl in operation.
Okay, people always rave that it's the melody of your songs that make them good. Share with us how you put your tune together and lesson you have learned in the music and the plan for 2023.
2023, you know, 2023 is gonna be a great year for we, you know, for us, you know, for the team. We have a whole heap of plans, a whole heap of plans to execute and thing, whole heap of great ideas. But how me put my song them together now, me always think about the people them. I always think about the people them, where people them want to hear. You know what I say? And oh, I want people to feel when they listen to my song. You know what I mean? So, while me a write or while me a spit some lyrics, while me a record, I always have that in mind. Say, yo, what you know? Feel good music. You know what I mean? Uplift the spirit. Soul food. You know what I mean? I deal with. So,
Okay. When writing song, what comes first to you? The lyrics or the melody?
I can't even tell us I can pick between that because at the end of the day, you have to find where you sing both before you start singing the lyrics. You understand? You have to find. Me as a youth, my formula, sometimes I hear all the rhythm, and I do I hum. And then I change. It's worse if I record same time, record the hum in there. It's make a little sound and you know, catch that flow there. You see me? When I catch that flow there now, I put the words together. You see me? So, I just magic, bro. I just... yeah, bro.
Do you realize that the girls them say you look like a schoolboy?
God.
We get a lot of feedbacks on you, know. You know, you're going to take England by storm because, trust me, you're relatively new to them. They heard the song, they know your songs, but they didn't know you as the artist.
True.
You do the the timing is right. They come on a promotion term. Like most artists that come to England for the first time, most of them come on a promotion term. Like Tabini, Popcorns and Gaza Slim, when they come. And when they go back to Jamaica, they were a totally different person.
True.
And so we're gonna get the same thing from you?
Definitely, because based on what we're going right now, we are a whole heap of people that reach out to management. You understand? A whole heap of great things happen since we're there right now. A whole heap of work coming in. You see me? So I'm grateful at the end of the day, you know, we're gonna reach them levels there. So just persistence, man, consistency, you know what I mean? More than me, you know what I mean?
I just seen the club. I just seen the club last week Thursday when it was at Dash Out Thursday. You can see a lot of young people in the club, a few older people. So clubbing right now is for young people right now. You can see that you fit in with them well. You understand? So you're planning to do more club bangers?
Yes, man. You don't know a step by step, you know. That's what I deal with, so. Yeah, man, anything the people them want, man. They have to please the people, you know what I mean? I did feel loved by people, them, so you don't know. If them say a club tonight, people them come out, come see artists. Yeah, man, the artists are going to do that. And come perform for you know what I mean?
Okay. What legacy do you hope to leave behind in the industry?
I forward back down to say, I say, I just be myself, you understand? Because I want other young artists and young youth if I can be able to follow my footsteps because we don't do no foolishness and at the end of the day we want the thing to reach on a level where we can say, yeah, we do it. Family good. You know, we have hit songs on Billboard and rest of charts them around the world and them thing there. You understand? We want to make certain so we song them get certain love, certain push, right. You see me? We want to accomplish some great things out of music in a real life. You know what I mean? Probably some awards and anything. We're not singing for award, you know, but you don't know. You see me? You see,
no, but that's it's not like you're singing to get something.
You see me?
But
yeah.
when you do get something that show that people
man.
appreciate.
Yeah, you see me? Yeah, it make you feel good and like you accomplish something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah, we don't left a great legacy, man. We want left a great legacy in our business. You understand? I can't to speak on what going to happen or what me going to do to make that happen, but we are going to do it. You see me?
Okay, what's on your bucket list of adventurous things you want to do in the UK before you leave? Or have you done anything yet?
Alright, so base, what me did really want to come to UK, come do. Like this, I don't know, some interviews, you see me? Radio station, radio interviews, you see me? Just to make the people get familiar with me, get familiar with the face, the voice, the artist, Nervz, you see me? So, I know a promotion thing in a real life, so yeah, we just try to reach out to the people, make the people see you and thing, you know what I mean?
Okay. What your growth look like since you break onto the scene?
When you say what it look like, what you mean?
Yeah, how big is your growth right now?
I couldn't tell you, you know. But I mean, anything mad. I mean, anything mad, father, that's all. I mean, they're UK, I reach a UK and people are sing my song them.
Were you surprised when you're in the club
I mean,
and the people sing the song?
I mean, if I'm surprised, I England with them, man, and a Spanish town, this father. That's what I deal with, so. I love that, I'm grateful and big up the people, them see me, big up all I fans them. You understand, but as I say, 12 hours, 9 or 12 hours on the plane comes different part of the world, whether Europe, you see me? Reaching a club, when me get the microphone and I start DJ, people are singing my song way over that side of the world. Yeah. Them think they are greatness, my father, man. Them think they are greatness, man. I joy if you see that, man.
People love Jamaica. Jamaica is a name brand place, but we must admit that there's crime and violence is crippling Jamaica at the moment, and even though the government tried to blame it on the young artists, them or the chappa lifestyle or the chop music and things like that, as a young artist who have influence in the street, can you do music that can influence people to put down the gun? Would you do music?
Alright. Because the question is tricky, you can't trick me. You know. I know music, I know music, I make people take up gun, father. A poverty I do that, father. And when you cross people, you know for cross. I know music do that, father.
Poverty?
Poverty do that, bruv. When me hungry and no food, them things they cause that. A man can't hold out. A man see a next man with them things and want it. A poverty cause that, bro.
Okay, all right. Stick up in. You say poverty cause a lot of you to go on the street to do the killing and do the murderous thing. But yet still, one of the gun that man was suffering from poverty value 500,000. How you work that poverty out? If his gun value 500,000 and he's walking with the 500,000 gun.
Where him get the gun from?
So why does that man who give him the gun?
Well, I know. Where him get the gun from? Who you feel like give him the gun them?
I wouldn't know.
Who you feel like give him the gun?
I don't feel.
The same man them we are ban. We are saying them want ban this and ban that.
Yeah, but I can also see the
from little and I grow. From little and I grow till now, father. And them man them here say give man them gun, father. Containers and anything thing there. Man, don't allow your artists them enough, fam.
So why a man walk with that? Why a man hungry and in poverty and he walking with a 500,000 gun to go and rob 100,000? What that
makes sense? And then again now, make me sure it makes sense now. Cause you can't sell it, you say if you sell it now and get 500,000 to put on your family, him dead. Him dead. A assignment them off, you know. A work them a work, you know. A job them a do, you know why? Because them a work for people. And would have surprised to see who them a work for.
Wow. All these combinations, it have a domino effect and everything. And it seems to be the artists that feel it the most. Because they seems to, no matter what the movie a man watch. And you, do you admit that music have good influence on people?
As I say, yes, it does.
Do you admit that music have bad influence on people too?
Yes, it does.
So do you admit that sometime, because I don't want to put you on the spot, because you're a young artist and you see your way of making your food. So do you feel that some of the music you yourself and other artists create can have bad influence on your community?
I'm not going to be biased, but my music will never have bad influence on my community, on no community at all. But I'm not going to be biased. Yes, you see me? In a real life, because you don't know we have the kids them are forward up and thing. But listen to me now. I don't have no father. My mother is a hard-working woman. My mother live a Cayman. You see me? Me live a Jamaica, Spanish town. You see me I say? I don't grow around my parents. You see me I deal with music never influenced me for go thief. Music never influenced me for go do nothing bad.
But yet still your mom work hard and send you to school, you're educated.
So that's where it come back down to parenting. Control on the family on the yard. And stop making artists them look bad. Yeah, come me hear a interview with the politician. I say, he would say, what? Bungs check in our account and sitting. And back of class now have no subject and sitting. And then you are talking about that in the parliament. As a parent, I say, your son. Oh, your son have YouTube and me have. A kids YouTube your son for have. Kids YouTube, that's why it make. Parental guide on the TV, them that's why they make. So how now make it look like a me. I call certain thing. Oh, Uno, I'm not good parents, my fam. Uno is not no good parents, my fam. Cause watch you know, me have a son, you know. Me have a 2-year-old son, you know. You know when my 2-year-old son watch every day? Coco Melon and ABC channel. And then sitting there. You feel like his mother, I go put on TV or put on whatever for him watch. You feel like me, I go do that. First thing when him reach in my car, I even play my song them. You saw me as a father, he come back down to his parents them. I want to come off the artist them back, brother. Tell man some enough to sing certain things, kind of influence a youth. Are you an influence a youth in a father? Are you an influence a youth? Guide you picking them and protect them cause and you will see a better nation, my father.
Okay. So as an artist then, what do you tell the youths, your community, who want to go down that road to go and do assignment? Or can you?
As I say, come back down to poverty ropes. You see me? When a man hungry in the ropes, I can't tell a man say nothing for him food, no bro. You understand? So all me can tell, all me can say as an artist, bro, to youth them, we do them thing there. All me can say is make it meaningful, bro. Do it for a cause and a reason, bro. Just don't get up on this killing thing and robbing people and you see me I say? We understand poverty today and we all are hungry and thing, but peer pressure and thing, but what you going on? Think about a next man life too, man. Think about to say a next man have to go through where he have to go through to forget where he have. You understand? So all you have to do now, I just try to find a way to uplift yourself. Find a side hustle. You see me? Do something to make some money and love certain things. You see me? I did that time I can say, but apart from that, me not take up that job the ropes. Me not take up that job the father. Big woman thing.
Why?
So what police for? And JDF?
Serve and protect.
What they not do that then?
They're not there to influence the youth in their community.
Nah man, that them for do man.
They serve and
them
protect.
that them for do them come through. Him come reason with the youth, them and make the youth them know, say, yo, what you going now? Yeah, what you know?
Don't get a youth don't like police.
I don't say them don't like police. Them don't like police oppress them. Don't like police oppress them. Because me and you, I have no problem with police. No problem at all. And after that interview, I not have no problem with police. You understand? Fear is fear, bro. I don't say it's set in a real life, fam. So I want them that me have some elder way in a police force way. A mentor to me. You know why I say that? Them man they say music leader down road sometime and them thing there. And you know what them do? Advise me. Advise me. Say, Nervz, don't get caught up in a certain things. Nervz, do this. Nervz, I'm going to walk my part, my father. Because imagine you have some other great people like them there out there, because we see you with them and give you them a strength, father. That's what I say, just give you them a strength. Whether inspiration, whether motivation, you see me, whether words, whether you have something from, give you them a strength, bro.
Nervz, I can see, you speak from your heart. And I can see why you want to be like Bob Marley and like most other youth influenced by Bob Marley. You understand? But when you go back to Jamaica and you see you use them on the corner and you come to England, you gain experience. It's your first experience. And I want you to tell them that they can make it.
Of course, man.
So don't give up.
Of course, man.
You don't have to go down the badness route.
Of course, man. That's a year me I tell us the ropes. So hear me I tell us, bro, it all come back down to. You see government yard now, father. Big woman thing. Man them a focus on the wrong thing them, bro. Man them a focus on the wrong thing and it don't look good, bro. I can talk as a young artist, as a young youth. I travel a whole heap of different countries from. And to see how, for example, one example, the school system them. You see foreign country them treat the school as them. Yeah. That's a one thing.
Can't take them out of school.
That's a one
Have
thing,
to be
father.
in school.
That's the first thing, father. You know long me a year so we I get mostly free school and then same thing there Jamaica. And then sit there, so you go. That will never happen.
Education must be free.
Because education is supposed to be free. Education is supposed to be free, my father. When I was a child, first thing I got, as I say, I will deal, I go. Money my mother for broke her neck for pay every term. For me, I have little knowledge right now, can I talk on this interview, yeah. This is my father. The man them for make it easier for youth them, because easier access for youth them, so youth them can gain knowledge and get some good work. You see me I say? Get opportunity to go foreign and them thing there. Open business. You see me? First thing, I don't see Jamaica dwell in a certain thing. A whole heap of ideas we have ropes. Whole heap of ideas, but it take money to execute them, my father, and togetherness with the team, my fam. But in a real life, the government to think about how them go better. The youth them, because youth them are the future. You know all of them are the future. I tell you, I youth them, father. So, the man them need to think about a way for better youth them. The school system them need for better. First thing I there, so I never see a broke down school from there, so. The youth them look like president. Now them jacket suit and sitting. The school them in Jamaica want paint, want decks in a classroom, no proper infrastructure, no did there, no good fan for blowing up breeze. And then no hear government don't worry about banning scamming songs.
Okay. You have a lot of points, and you're correct. You're correct. I sometimes believe that Jamaica politicians are out of touch. Too much old politician is there. They need to retire, make some younger people with fresh brains who want to lead their country down the right path.
That's the next thing again, my father. John, I can't really talk more thing, you know. I don't want to get in trouble. You know? Oh, what's a godfather? Where you them a go a UTEC and UE and NCU and the rest of college them for go study politics and them thing. And when them get them big degree and them thing them now and ready for do the work now, them can't get the job. That makes sense to you?
No, it doesn't make no sense. There's too much old politician who have nothing to do and out of touch with the public and stuck in their own little ways. They need to move up. Because
Corruption,
it's a chain
man.
in command. You have to move up the
Corrupt,
line or go down the line.
In a real life, that's why I say, man, them for the better, bro. Our country great enough, father. We have the fastest man in the world, no, man. Fastest man in the world, no, father. A history that, no, father. Bob Marley come from Jamaica, father. Great vibes, can I tell them. How much of that great man? We are no musician now runner. Look pan Shelley and Fraser. Veronica Campbell, Asafa Powell. Look upon some other great man where I'm a runner now and I'm a musician. We come from out of our country, fam. We should not live so, bro. We should not live so, bro. As me I tell you, fam, the thing will burn my heart the most still, you know, me G. How I see youth them a live in a father. And when the youth them left them good home in a father and come to school, you know. Man, we come to school, can catch disease in a father. Decks chop me pan all my foot and then sitting there, fam. No breeze now blow in school, them, fam. Be a dust and cobweb and rear and cut out the slackness, man. Take pride in your country, man.
So maybe you might have to call a meeting with the young artists and talk to the politicians, them. Tell them the problem what you find with them, since they can tell you the problem what they find with you. Tell the problem what you find with them. Election coming up now, so they will listen.
True.
So
but
take the
I ain't the
opportunity.
idea, me, you know, say, you see that role, you know.
Well, just like how you use social media to push your music out there.
I'd rather use social media for do that, because what you going on. You see that role, you know, Popsy. You know what them are going to say about me? Me I try to be done.
No, you don't do it by yourself. You come together, collective body.
Me? We are trying to be era leaders and then sing to me. No want that for mine, me no father.
You have to do it from a era leader perspective.
You understand?
You young artists come together, form a group, send a message, tag the prime minister, tag the opposition leader, tag the people who's banning music, and tell them what they need to do, what they need to fix. Fix education.
Yeah, we need to do it.
If you fix education, you fix poverty.
You need to fix, man, because what you go on, man. You know, look good, man. You know, sound good, man. I tell you. Them things only make you go harder in life, father. I tell you the truth, bro.
All right, Nervz. I know you have a long day ahead of you and you're tired. Okay? And I know where you continue beating this politician. Right? So I'm gonna free you up and let you on to your journey, because I know you have country to go and it's a far distance away and you're getting ready to go back to Jamaica and everything. So it was nice having you in the studio. It was nice reasoning.
No, enough respect, man. Thanks for having me here. You know what I mean?
When you come back to England, you come back to the same place. And
yes, man. Most definitely.
Understand? So we're going to say enough love and respect, brother. And just go and big up yourself.
Enough respect, my father. Yes. That is it, daddy, man. Enough respect.